Hello and welcome to the podcast From Stress to Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Lolita Guarin, and today is episode 255. And I continue talking about stress and burnout that has to do with time management. And we're still going strong for this new year and getting more things done and knowing where we're going. And maybe we're adjusting those goals and we're working every day towards accomplishment, right? But here's the deal. I hear this all the time from my clients. They say that what happens is that they get interrupted all the time by other people, by unforeseen events. And how can you stay on track? So here's what I would like to say. There are three things that you can do to help yourself to stay on track, to be focused, to be productive and less stressed out because, well, you're doing what you're supposed to do and you're feeling happy about that. Hopefully happy, right? Yes, because if you are if you are following some goals that not making you happy, those are the wrong goals to begin with, right? If you're a returning listener, thank you so much. And if you're new, welcome. Okay, so the first thing is you hear probably all the time is setting boundaries. Setting boundaries with people. And I think the hardest thing is to set boundaries with people that you love, like for example, your family members, for those who work from home especially and friends that continuously telling what you need to do for them or with them when you already planning on spending that time with yourself and maybe with your own family on your goals. But also you can, you know, have those interruptions that has to do in your work environment, especially if let's say someone's continuously interrupting you, it's your boss. And you have this thing of, I don't really want to have and set boundaries because that person writes me a check. So I'm supposed to do whatever they tell me to do, right? Wrong. We still need to set boundaries. Plainly put, we just need to tell those people that we should not be disturbed while we work or while we're doing our task. Or even, let's say, you have a goal that you're going to walk around the block for 15 minutes every day. And then your family can say, well, but how about this? How about that? And you need to tell them, I already made a commitment that this year I will walk around the block for 15 minutes. So I'm going to do that. Let's say we're talking back about that boss of yours, and you're like, well, but I'm at work on something and they come and they interrupt me. You know, it's always important to have a quality work, right? So you can tell your boss or your supervisor and say, I'm concentrating right now on this task and I want to perform well. So how about if I let you know when I'm done and then we can talk? Simple. Because you see, the supervisor or the boss or somebody who's responsible how you work and for the whatever result you will produce, they want you to succeed. They want you to be high quality work. So when you tell them that you are doing a good job, I mean, you're striving to do a good job for the company and for them, there's no way that they will be telling you like, no, 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 stop working. Just makes no sense, right? So simple thing, just simple sentence, and just saying, I need to work on this. I'll get back to you when I can. Or you can say, how about if I'll get back to you in an hour? Or if you're working for the whole day, you can say, how about we'll talk tomorrow? The key here is you have to open your mouth and say what you mean. Lots of times people do not communicate or they're afraid of communication because probably, maybe you can ask yourself, we grew up in the environment where our, you know, emotions and our needs were not really validated, especially if you wanted to say something or express your opinion, or you had some ideas and they were put down, really. You never felt safe and expressing your own needs. So naturally, you will have a problem expressing your needs and setting those boundaries with your friends and family and bosses and so on and so forth. So that is very important for you to recognize, like why you have a difficulty of setting boundaries. Okay, second thing is you can put a do not disturb sign. I know that'd be funny, right? Of course, it's easy when you work in the office, let's say, and you have the door. So you just close the door and then you tell everybody, if the door is closed, this means do not come in. I'm busy, right? But you also can do the same thing as of put not disturb on your cell phone. And you just focus and you work on it. And maybe if that for that 1 hour or maybe for 45 minutes. So no matter who calls or who tries to reach you, well, they can because, well, you're not available. So it's maybe not telling them that you do not disturb, but you're kind of telling yourself that you don't want to be disturbed and you will do everything in your power not to be disturbed. So you actually can work and focus on your goals. The same works for silencing any apps that working or your cell phone or any other interactions and disruptions that can come that way. The same goes for phone. Just make sure that nobody can reach you that time. Of course, if there's a fire in the building, I'm pretty sure that they will knock at the door and just come in, no matter what, right? But there are plenty of ways how we can find how you can tell other people that you're concentrating on this and you need space. Now, another very important thing is how to deal with interruptions is, well, you have to create some specific time when you will be talking to those people. Because if you will say, okay, I'm working on this for those particular times, and you tell them, I'll get back to you, but you really don't, that just looks bad. So you can look at your goals and you decide what hours of the day you'll be working towards your goal, and then you create windows. Remember, I told you that you need to really take care of yourself as well. You need to pencil yourself in taking breaks, taking care of your own health, mental health, physical health, but then also schedule in your day where you will touch base with the family members, with the friends, with your coworkers, with your bosses and team members and whatever that you need to deal with. So they will know that you're not just talking and not really following your words. And I found it fascinating when it comes to do with the boundaries and vocalizing about your needs and communicating what you need to succeed makes other people to respect you more. And boundaries is not that you tell them, don't you dare do this and that. Boundaries is really when you say, if you will do this, then I'm going to do this. And it's important to set your boundaries also with yourself. I think I'll do another episode on boundaries. I know I already did one like a few months ago, but maybe we need to revisit. So let me know in the comments below what you think about those interruptions. And if you have another way how you're dealing with other people interrupting your day, leave me a comment below and I would love to read it because, as you know, the more we know, the more we know. And also when we share the wisdom and we learn from other people, that just saves us time and energy because we learn more. And my online membership is live. The first month we're tackling time management. And if you would check out and you put the coupon half off, you can get 50% off on the membership. It has bonuses. It has books that you can download. Those actually I'm selling on Amazon. Amazing people interviews and much more. So I hope to see you there. And if you found that, well, I kind of have some great tips about time management and overall stress in the workplace, I will be very happy to come and teach your team online or in person. So all of that information can be found on my website, beamazingyou.com.